Thank you, Mariel, and welcome everyone. My name is Yair, and I'm the co-founder and CEO of Anecdotes. At my core, I'm an engineer, and I've always enjoyed building things. It is probably the reason why I'm fascinated by the transformation of every single industry nowadays. And by the end of this talk, you'll know exactly why GRC is next to completely change. Let's start with two very different industries already at the forefront of the shift. 5 years ago, nobody thought AI could touch law. Too much nuance, too much liability, too much judgment is required. Then it did, and it is incredible how fast and how deep it's gone. Legal AI tools like Harvey showed up, and today, lawyers in the biggest firms use them to draft contracts, review filings, and research cases. The lawyers did not disappear. Their job changed. They stopped doing the first draft and started doing the judgment call. The same thing happened in software engineering. 10 years ago, if you told an engineer an AI would write their code, run tests, and open PRs, they would have laughed. Today, that's just another Tuesday. Engineers review, decide, and ship. They don't write code anymore. For both industries, the work did not disappear, it changed. It means that people who leveled up their skills are still in the room, do their jobs just differently. The people who used to be buried in repetitive manual tasks are now deciding how AI agents should act on their behalf. GRC is having that exact moment right now, and it's based on 3 shifts. The first shift is talent. If you are responsible for the GRC program of your company, you're probably used to chasing evidence for every audit, running interviews for risk assessment that no one is really reading, and updating policies that just sit in shared folders, right? It is now time to level up and learn new skills that GRC leaders never needed before, but cannot succeed without them now. GRC leaders became the builders and judges of their new agentic GRC program. Enterprises are not downgrading GRC programs or GRC talent. They raise new expectations. And you should lead the AI transformation in the GRC domain. The second shift is a new era of technology. The most common GRC tech stack has not changed in decades, and it has vibes of the early 2000s with spreadsheets, evidence repositories, and ticketing systems for workflows. This legacy technology was orchestrating your daily work. You served the workflows with your inputs to complete tasks that someone else defined but could not execute on its own. You settled for what was available because the services needed to tailor the tech to your ideal program were just too expensive. Decades of stagnation have ended. Today, we have powerful AI agents with structured data that unlock new GRC fundamentals. You establish data pipelines to give your program continuous and independent visibility to your company. You design AI agents that carry out the operations you require. You evaluate and govern the actions taken by your agents. You have the tools to build anything needed for your ideal program. We covered 2 shifts, the talent and the technology. But there is a third one, and it's the one people do not see coming. How you define your program in the first place. We all wanted to monitor the key controls and highest risks as often as possible, but had to balance that against the cost and overhead of running the exercise. So we settled on quarterly reviews and still struggle with the execution. That's why these programs are legacy programs. GRC leaders today need to redesign their program and base it on a new core of agentic operations. Your new program will be defined by data flows and agentic activity. Your legacy workflows, you can document them as the ancestors of your agents. So here's what I actually want you to take from today. Every session on this stage exists to help you do one thing: get ready to lead a new version of GRC. Legal and engineering did not wait. It's now time for GRC to shine. We at Anecdotes are proud to lead this future of GRC. And we're excited to have you all here at this summit. I'm looking forward to hearing from our speakers and from all of you today. So I think it is time I stop talking and give the stage to Aiden to kick off our first session.